Good afternoon, Abbotsford residents. I'm Mr. Pelican. I'm running for the mayor of Abbotsford, and we're going to forensic audit the books of the city of Abbotsford on what council and mayor were doing to give themselves lifts to their families and warding decisions to their friends over the general community. These men went in as a mob. What Henry Braun did with his son Darren Braun as approving officer is unbelievable. What happened to Dave Sidhu's piece of property on Tracy Road, on his dad's Andy, giving him a lift and making sure that the Vanderpoels bought it, and it was an extended lift, how they pushed the raspberries out quickly and rushed them permits. I want to show you that the city councillors of Abbotsford First are asking you till 2050 now, because they're going to show 2050 we're setting a new plan for all our friends that we know to work on. They're asking you for another term. They'll be asking you. We have to get rid of them all. Even Les Barkman would stood by and allowed this to happen. But we must bring the RCMP in. I'm here at Dow Trans Bike Store. And let me tell you something. I want to explain something to you. A few weeks ago, Bruce Bamman walked this man into the ledge and emphasized that the ledge, how hard he's worked in this community, how many years he's been in this community, and what he's did for this community and get back to this community. But never emphasized on that he was running for city council, because Bruce Bamman knows that's wrong against everybody that's got to put their name for. The ledge is a big advertising, and it gives you a massive, massive boost. Corky Neufeld and Amrik Narang did a different thing. When Corky introduced him, so let me play it out in my opinion. They probably sat all night in the hotel rubbing their hands. Amrik telling Corky, you introduce me, you make sure that you tell him I'm on the archway, then you make sure tell him I'm on the cheating police board that's been doing all this stuff in Abbotsford. You got to emphasize this. Then at the very end, make sure you tell him I got 25 years. 25 years of experience being a lawyer. At 40 years, you get wisdom and knowledge. 25 years, you're still green. And you make sure you do that. But at the very end, before I walk in, you want a big applause. So you say, welcome Amrik Narang to the ledge, and he's running for City Council of Abbotsford. And the applause is huge. NDP and everybody stands up and claps. Then I could take that little video and everybody across BC will say, yo, you see how many people respect him? How many people, the whole audience in the ledge and everybody. Unfair. Unfair to a man that's got no advertising or to other councils that are running. He needs to be removed. He needs to apologize to Abbotsfords and councils that are going to be running. And maybe the bar, the licensing bar of the legal of his lawyers, the bar, maybe take his law degree away from him, because he knew better. He knew much better than to do this, and he knows that you're not allowed to use that. But Corky Neufeld must apologize to the NDP. Why? Why was he must apologize? Because now they're going to help, Amrik's going to pay back for Corky's advertising to help Corky. And that's unfair if David Eby needs to run NDP in Corky's riding. I want a full apologies for councils that are running. I want councils to be responsible. I want no cheating in Abbotsford. I don't want endorsement by MLAs. And you could see that Amrik Narang is now hanging with Alex Mitchell, and she'll be driving to the Chamber of Commerce. And I heard the other day from the people that go in or in the Chamber of Commerce, he's been advertising in the Chamber of Commerce that he's running for the council running, and he's hanging with the Abbotsford Police Chief, which is wrong, which is totally wrong, because he made it clear that he's running, and he should not be having these endorsements and Bradvis, showing all these pictures that will help you, that will allow you to go in. There is no difference. If Carney flies me to Ottawa and brings me in and announces that I'm running for mayor of Abbotsford, and Pierre Poilievre also says I'm running for mayor of Abbotsford, that is wrong. What has to happen is Abbotsford voters have to decide this. Not giving a big extensive boost in advertising. Amrik Narang must be disqualified and step down, because this man doesn't have a chance. That is a guarantee. And if Amrik Narang wins, This man and other councillors should sue him for a loss of opportunity, because everybody knows that. Everybody knows that, and every lawyer that I've talked to said Amrik Narang has to be disqualified, but Corky Neufeld must apologize to the BC Conservatives and to David Eby. I want to see Corky Neufeld crawl on his hands and apologize to the NDP for this cheating, so this stops in Abbotsford. I'm live, Abbotsford, British Columbia at the bike store.